It turns out that every piece on our ancestors' grand doorways served a real purpose. None of them were unnecessary. Remove anything that looks like decoration, and the consequences could be serious, even causing the entire structure to collapse. Let's take it apart together and see why. First, we remove the door panels. Strictly speaking, they're called door leaves, often made from pine, cypress, or even golden nanmu. Large, flawless planks like these were rare, so builders usually joined multiple boards together. But the seams between the boards were tiny, and over time the door leaves would age and weaken. That's no challenge for someone as clever as you. You carve dovetail grooves on the inside of the door and insert long wooden strips to lock everything tightly into one solid piece, still not fully reassured. You add nails to the outer side. These are door studs. You're surprised to find that door studs not only reinforce the door but also serve as decorative accents. The bigger the door, the longer the strips needed and the more studs required. Impressive work! But how is the whole door fixed to the frame? You wouldn't simply stick the door pivot into the ground. Over time, it would get damp and rot. Instead, you find a stone, place it beneath the pivot, and carve a small socket into it. This is the C-socket. Setting the pivot in the stone keeps moisture away and helps align the threshold and frame. You call this the pivot stone. Not a bad idea. But where does the upper end of the pivot sit? The door frame is too narrow, so that's out. Clever as you are, you install a crossbar and carve a hole that fits the pivot perfectly. Because both ends of the crossbar connect to the door post, you call it the linking beam. Only once the linking beam is secured can the pivot stand firmly. You drill through the door frame and the beam, then insert a carved wooden peg. Like a hairpin, it locks the frame and beam together. You name it the door pin. Nice thinking! Then you drive in wooden wedges to secure it even further. With that, the door leaf is held solidly in place. To show taste and status, people even carved the door pins and wedges into many creative shapes. But take note, no authoritative source has ever called these parts by names, like door nails or guarding stones. And without a lock, the door is incomplete. You add a latch to the inside and a handle to the outside, so the door can be opened easily. Which brings us to the final question. Do you know the other purpose of the bronze ring held in the mouth of the door handle?